welcome back to the Peppers and Glow podcast. My name is Pamela, your host. The Peppers and Glow is built on two pillars. The first being the podcast, where we have meaningful conversation around wellness, business, and all things wedding. And the second pillar is a community, which is also divided into two parts. First being the book club, where we read a monthly book that is focused on personal development, personal growth, one book at a time, just to become the best versions of ourselves or better ourselves. The second part of the community is the collective. The collective is the 12-week program that is focused or designed on helping us achieve our goals, attain our goals, and just become the person that we envisioned ourselves to be, or just getting closer to the goals and dream life that we have for ourselves. On today's episode, I am joined by Georgina, and I am looking forward to having this conversation because it's centered around purpose, who she is. Georgina, I'm excited to have you today, and thank you so much for joining me on the Purpose and Glow, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Pamela. I'm just as excited as you are, and thank you for just giving me the opportunity also to be here and to share my story, because I believe each and every person has a story to tell.
I keep saying that is everyone has a story. It only depends on how and where it's told.
Indeed.
So, for those that do not know you yet, how would you introduce yourself?
I love to call myself just a girl from Mondesa.
Okay.
I was born in Walvish Bay, but I am originally from Swakopmund, where I grew up with my grandparents, with my mother, in the township of Mondesa. So sometimes on social media, I call myself just a girl from Mondesa, fighting for her life, having a best life, being audacious, and etc. etc. A mother to 3 boys. I'm a wife. I am an 8 to 5 girly. I am a Namibian YouTuber. I am a part-time content creator, and I love to talk about purpose and have conversations and put events together around purpose, around real life experiences, around just living a fulfilled life and just living life with intentional and finding out what your God-given talents are and just try and live a fulfilled life. That is who I am.
I want to unpack on that, but I'm holding my tongue because we are not yet there. So I'd like us to go into a few icebreakers. The first icebreaker is, what were you listening to on your way here?
Like on the radio or on my phone? Nothing actually. A bit of radio. But on the way from Walvish Bay, I was actually listening to my kids playing games on their phones. Like, I cannot handle a lot of noise, so the radio was off. But at some point the radio was on. So but this morning when I woke up, I listened to my normal Grace Oasis prayer. I try and do that every morning. And then I fell in love with a worship song, South African artist that sings the song, Dumi Kokstad, I think, So I listened to that song because it's all I listen to these days. So the song is, Ngu Yesu Bayete. That is the title of the song. So I love it so much because the song tells you just to be still. It tells you to be still. So that song calms me whenever I feel all over the place, whenever I feel that I'm not settled. So I just needed that peace. So I think I got the peace that I needed for the show this morning. So that's what I listened to.
Second icebreaker, what is the one thing you can't leave the house without?
Vaseline for my lips. I think. Or my phone. But actually Vaseline. Depending on where I go to. Depending on where I go to.
But Vaseline, I feel like, or lip therapy, whatever it is, it might be. I think
that's like a necessity.
Yes.
Driver's license and all those things are also just necessities if there's one thing, probably my vlogging kit, because I'm a vlogger and I try to take snippets of everything that I do. So I think, yeah.
What's your favorite color and why?
My favorite color is pink. And I actually only realized a couple of years ago that pink is my favorite color when I really went through my cupboard and saw that every second item is pink, but like different shades of pink. So, and just the other day I wore my pink blazer and somebody said it looks good on my color. So I think I like pink because it in a way complements my skin color.
Love that. So I want us to go into the actual conversation. The first question being, can you tell me a little bit more about your upbringing? The person that you are today obviously has a background, right?
Yeah. So like I said, I'm just a girl from Mandesa, and I sometimes feel that that phrase puts it a little bit down. But I like the phrase because I'm a very humble person, and I grew up with my grandparents, and my mom was also part of my upbringing, but it was at my grandmother's house. So I grew up with other cousins and other family members. So if I can remember, I think I was very bubbly when I was young. I used to laugh. Ever since I remember, I used to love talking.
Okay.
So I don't know if my mother said it at some point that I used to talk a lot, but I know that ever since I remember, I love to talk. I love to talk, and I love to encourage people, and I love to, I would love to conversate with anybody. So my upbringing basically, it's different phases. I was schooling in Swakopmund at Tamariskia Primary School, and then at some point I had to go to Windhoek, where I schooled at Namibia English Primary School. I stayed with a brother of mine in Windhoek. So I schooled at Namibia English Primary School, and from there I went on to Concordia College. I started my high school at Concordia College, where I did grade 8, grade 9 and 10. So I finished grade 10 at Concordia College, and then unfortunately I had to come back home. So I came back home, I lived with my mom, and I schooled at Swakopmund Secondary School. I fell pregnant in my matric year.
Okay.
And it happened. I'm sure there was some disappointment with my parents and all that, with myself also, but I didn't let that define me. I didn't let that hold me back in life. It was a struggle. I was around 17, 18 years old. I had to look after a baby, and I had to fight for, living. I had to grow up. I had to start working. I had to, I was an adult at that age, and I never blamed anybody. I never blamed my parents, because I know that my grandparents did the best that they could for all of their grandchildren that grew up within their household. I know my mom did the best that she could, and for the life of me, if I sit back and look back and think back, I really never. You get people that blame their parents for things that happen, and luckily I was never at that point where I was blaming my mother for maybe not guiding me enough, because I was well aware what I was doing. We get taught these things in school. So I said, okay, I'm dusting myself off. I started working in Windhoek. I came back to Swakop for to finish my grade 12, got pregnant, and then luckily I had a friend in Windhoek that used to work at Legal Shield. She got me a job there, and that's how my working career started. Although while being a young mom at home, I used to take on any casual job. I used to work at Truett's, I used to work at Edgar's, I used to work at, I was not a receptionist, I was a waitress at a couple of restaurants here in Swakopmund. And I knew that I had to work because I was a mother, and I had to start building a life for myself. You previously, when we were introducing each other before the official recording, we spoke about, what was it? I don't remember.
You not going to university.
Me not going to university, that's right. I don't think at that point in time my parents, not that I think, I knew my parents did not have the capacity to put me through university, but because of the fact that I got pregnant, maybe my parents would have made a plan for me to go to university.
I was about to ask.
Yes, because So, because like I said, my mom tried to do everything she could for her kids, for her children, and I really look up to her today. Everything that I know and everything that I am, I've learned from my mom. You know, I've learned about saving, I've learned about budgeting, I've learned how to respect other elders. I've learned so much from her. Although she didn't give me, she made sure that I was fed. She made sure that I was clothed. I knew fashion from a very young age because my mom would shop for us, you know. So yeah. So like I said, because I got pregnant, there wasn't a way for me. There was a way, but then I just thought that I'm an adult now. I need to work to look after my child and to start providing for myself as well. So I really never thought about studying. So when I started like doing serious work, I worked at Legal Shield, and then after a couple of years, I moved back from Windhoek to back home because we had to open the branch in Warfish Bay. So me and this best friend of mine, they actually she made plans for me to get the job. She told me, no, you must apply, there's a position. And that's how I ended up at Legal Shield in the first place. So we came back, we opened the branch in Warfish Bay, and then I used to go up and down to go to work, stay at my mom, and then I said, no, I cannot do this. So I ended up moving to Warfish Bay. So I worked there for 4 years, and then there was a position at the company that I'm currently working for. It's a fishing company. They had a receptionist position. I applied, I went to the interview, and I don't know, I haven't had an interview in a very long time before I went to that interview, but I was just so comfortable. I remember at some point we were sitting, the panel was sitting at the round table, and they told me the phone is going to ring now, so you must please stand up and go answer the phone. All I knew was I walked bare feet from the table to where the phone was. I answered the phone and I came back and I realized, oh my God, what did I just do now? So I went to literally answer the phone. I was so comfortable, I went to go answer the phone without shoes. So I got the job. Long story short, I'm still at that company. I worked myself up from reception.
To the position that you are.
Yes. After working there, I worked in the accounts department for a year and a half. And then I saw that, but this is not my kind of thing. This is not what I want to do. I'm not planning on becoming an accountant. Already there, the light bulbs was supposed to go on. So then the person that took over from me at reception resigned. And then I was bold enough. I went to the person that was in charge. I told them I need my job back. And everybody was like, but how can you downgrade yourself like that? You're going from an accounts clerk position to back to reception. I said, that is what I want to do. So I went back. I worked there. Obviously, they couldn't downgrade my salary, but I got other additional duties to do, and I was capable of doing it, and I did it. So I literally did all the ad hoc duties from jobs from all the departments, just landed on the receptionist table, and I was busy all day. It was not just a thing of sitting and answering the phone all day.
It's more to just sitting and answering the phone.
Yes. So a couple of years from there, they had a position at the sales and marketing department, and there was actually a gap. So I said I'm willing to go temp for a year. So I went to that department. I temped for a year with the same salary. I decided I'm just going to learn. So I learned, and I'm there ever since that day to date at that position. Yeah.
Lovely. I love the tenacity that you have.
Yeah.
You are somebody who looks like. But let me ask my next question. What's the one experience from your childhood that shaped the person that you are today?
Sure. My grandfather. I think my grandfather worked until the day that he passed on. He literally went to work that morning and he never came back. Because he worked until he was, I'm not sure about the age, but I think it was probably around 60, 70, he worked. And I think...
What do you mean he went to work? Or he died at work? Like
he felt sick at work and then he went to the hospital and then he just never came back.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think I've learned how to work hard through seeing my grandfather working like that for his family.
But at least you do take some time off, right?
I know I do. Now I do.
Okay. Because you don't want you to go to work and not come back.
And not come back.
Imagine the boys, your husband.
Yes, the other day I read something on somebody's status that said, I said I can work under pressure. I didn't say I can die for the company. And I was like, yes.
I can relate.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is the one thing about childhood that I learned, that I can remember of, that my granddad used to be so hardworking. And I mean, what an amazing thing to have seen,
word, yeah.
to have lived, you know. Yeah.
The next question is how do you define purpose, and why does it matter?
I define purpose as, there's a phrase that I always like using with my events, and it says, the things that you like, the things that you love doing are who you are. So I think purpose gets entwined with the things that you love doing. Firstly, that is my belief. There is so many
That's why I said in your own terms.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know that each and every one of us came with individual gifts and talents. That is what was given to us. It was our birthright when we came onto this earth. So it's a matter of how you grow up, what you experience in life, what your parents are instilling within you, and where you get to at the end of the day. Because with what I went through, with the way I grew up, is definitely not the way I'm going to do with my children. I want to allow my children to, of course they need to go to school. Of course they need to tick a few boxes, maybe get a driver's license if they really want to. Get married.
If they want the driver's license.
Yeah, get married if they want to. But because I only knew that, okay, when you get a child, you must become an adult. You must go to work. You must make a way for yourself. You know, your parent has parented you until a certain point in life. So I think purpose is the things that keeps you alive. The things that makes you want to wake up every morning. Once you have reached to a point where you know, okay, this is my purpose in life. This is what God has placed me here for. I think it's the most freeing place you can ever be at in life. And that I only realized at my 40th birthday. Yeah. Because for some reason, I mean, you have reached 40. Not a lot of people have reached 40.
True.
Healthy, ticking all the boxes that society says must be ticked. Married, have a house, have kids, have a car, have a good paying job. I had all those. I still have them. But at that point in time, I just felt that, why am I so unhappy?
Yeah.
Why am I so unfulfilled?
Unfulfilled.
Yeah, and I always tell the story, and I tell the story, I name it Purpose at 40. I actually wrote an article about it that was published in Charlene's newsletter. I don't remember what her thing is, but yeah, Charlene Hartum.
You can send it to me, put it in the description box.
She's also about empowering women and about the girl child, and yeah, she's also doing amazing work. So yeah, I wrote an article about Purpose at 40. I found myself very unhappy that exact day of my birthday, and I couldn't say what was wrong.
What was the moment that you realized, or what turned on the light for you to realize what purpose is like on your birthday?
No, I think I just realized that I'm here, I'm having this job that I'm having everything that I've ever prayed for, but I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel happy. I don't feel like waking up in the morning and coming to work. That's why I realized that I do too little of the things that I love. Yes. So I started digging, and I'm at that point. I'm not 100% there yet. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
But I think, and I have faith that I'm moving in the right direction. Yeah. So I love having these kind of things. I like coming up with events where we talk, where we reflect.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We will get to that.
Basically, in a nutshell, I think that for me, purpose is loving the things that you love the most, the things that make you whole, the things that make you want to wake up in the morning, the things that make you just breathe and say, I'm living a fulfilled life. It's
Why
not
does
the
it
car.
matter?
It matters because why would you want to be here and not do the things that you love doing? I know sometimes it's not easy. We need to put bread on the table. And then also in cases where people make decisions that, okay, I'm leaving my job because I want to pursue this, then people think that people are not real. But there are bold people out there who do it every single day. So I think it's a thing of planning also, you know. You cannot just wake up and say, okay, because
I feel this way.
yes, because coming up with events or doing seminars is my purpose, I'm quitting my job. No, you plan it,
Yeah.
you work at it, and that's why weekends for me are so important that I need to do, even if it's just one thing that I love doing, even if it's just walking by the lagoon and listening to a podcast. I have ticked a goal on doing something that makes me feel who I am, or that makes me feel fulfilled.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I understand. Seeing that you're somebody that is also big on journaling, I saw you in your Instagram bio.
Yeah.
Why do you journal?
To be honest, because life happens, I don't do it every day. I would love to do it every day. On Friday, the vlog that I put up, I had a piece where I was doing a bit of journaling, and it so much reminded me why I was ever a journaler. I was such a big journaler. I used to have the diaries in high school. And with life happening, I think when you start just putting aside all the things that you love doing, that's where you get to a point also where you just feel that I cannot do this anymore.
Yeah, you feel stuck,
Yes,
you feel
yes,
like unfulfilled.
Yes.
It's because you tend to focus on things that is not even, I can't say for lack of a better word, put in your path.
Yes.
Then you like shift to looking at something else that
Yes.
you're not supposed, or the
Yes.
journey or your walk,
Yes.
your path, or your walk in life.
And for me, it was always a thing of I cannot handle too many things at the same time. I get overwhelmed very easily. So okay, then it's fine. I don't have to journal. It's fine. I don't have to read my books. It's okay as long as I maybe take a long bath on a Sunday. It's okay. But it is not okay because it is who you are. You love reading. You love journaling. You love going for long walks. You love going to the shops once in a while and just buy yourself something pretty.
Yeah.
That is me. So journaling for me is just something that, because I don't like just opening up to anybody. Therapy is there. I have done therapy in the past, it works. But also, I'm not shaming it or anything, but I think in some instances it's so much easier to just put your thoughts on paper.
Yeah.
And then you go back to it, and then you can say, okay, this is where I was at this specific date, and look where I am right now.
True.
Yeah. So I think I've been a journaler. I love doing that. And I think you saw the brunch and journal event that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an amazing event. It was very nice. It was very interesting. Yeah, but we can do that.
Invented.
We can do that. We can.
Tell me more about Grow with Glow.
Okay. I call it Grow with G Low.
Oh, G Low.
Yes, that is how I call it. But everybody calls it Glow.
Oh.
Because it's probably just the way how you read it.
Maybe put a hyphen.
Yes, maybe I should, because G is for my name and L-O is for my surname, which is Low.
Oh yeah.
So I like to call it G-Lo, J-Lo, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of thing. Okay, Grow with G-Lo is basically a very small homegrown brand.
Okay.
And this also came in conjunction with my purpose at 40 Story. I decided to come up with a name for a community or a platform just to share whatever, have events and hold community events and talk about purpose, because I realized that so many people are living life because of the social norms, ticking the boxes, and they don't really focus on what they love doing. It is becoming the thing now. I think we are in the era where everybody is like hard on purpose and wanting to do the things that they love. So Grow with Jilo is basically still very small. Like I think I have a logo that is a butterfly because it means being free.
Oh.
Yeah. But we are very small, we are growing. We've had only 2 events so far. One where I co-hosted. So
Maybe, I know you touched on it. What made it to come about? Its backstory,
yes.
basically.
I named it Grow with Jilo because I want to create a platform for people that are in a similar, how should I say, or that had a similar experience, or that are going through the same experience that I went through, not knowing what your purpose is, not knowing what they love doing, and just struggling in life with whatever life. So I came up with a platform because I want to encourage individuals and walk alongside them while they find out what their purpose is.
So basically what I'm hearing is it's a safe space for people to just come and find, we can't say can find their purpose, but discover their purpose through community, through a space where they don't feel judged or hurt, but also people, because like you said earlier, purpose is a journey. It's not something where you discover and you're once off, you know. Okay, we keep discovering things, rediscover, relearn, unlearn. It's a journey. It's basically a safe space for people to come.
I'm a sucker for safe spaces. I'm honestly a sucker for safe spaces because I've seen how people came out of their shells. I'm a Toastmaster. I forgot to mention that. I don't know if you know what a Toastmaster is.
No, I don't.
Toastmasters is an international platform where we learn how to become public speakers.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am part of the Wellfish Bay Toastmasters Club. It's a whole group that consists out of clubs and divisions all over the world. So I'm part of the Wellfish Bay Toastmasters Club. So basically, we will meet like every second Monday, and we have projects that we need to do. We present projects in front of our peers, and then we get evaluated. So we learn how to become leaders. But it's a safe space because people from all walks of life come to Toastmasters. People that don't even know how to speak English, and they come and learn. You know, they don't speak proper English. I believe it's the only place where people will grow if they don't, where they're not judged, you do get feedback, but it's a thing of the feedback will be so gentle that you would want to come back the next day.
And it's a positive feedback. It's constructive feedback. Feedback is the right word. So my next question would be, how did you start creating content, and why do you love content creation?
That is all Toastmasters' fault.
Really?
Yes, that is all Toastmasters' fault. But I cannot say it's Toastmasters' fault. I actually deviated. Within my Toastmasters pathway, like my whole course, there is a project building a social media presence that I had to do. So I had to choose between podcasting. Yeah, it was podcasting. And there was other things as well. Writing a blog. I don't remember what, because I've passed that now. I'm in my last level. I need to finish. Yeah. So I started the live podcast on YouTube. I was supposed to start the live. I started it for the sake of my project, and then I just left it hanging. And then and then the lifestyle blogging bug bit me. But also I don't find it funny because my dad has been in this industry for years. He was part of NBC. So he's part of the Namibia filmmaking commission. So I think I get that from my dad. So that's how I got to creating blogs. And
why do you love it?
I love it because it's a creative outlet for me. And because I just love it, there's times that I would say that I'm taking a break, And then I just find myself picking up my phone and my stand is ready and I'm vlogging. Yeah.
I get you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
How do you manage being a wife, a mom, and somebody with an 8 to 5?
At this point in time, I don't manage. You want to know how I juggle, how I balance it?
Okay. How do you balance
I don't
them?
think I'm balancing it. I really don't.
But sorry to cut you. I'm reading a book. It talks about, the lady is a business person, right? So she talks about how her journey is like juggling between being a wife, a mom. She has businesses, like a lot of billion-dollar businesses or million-dollar businesses. So she in the book she spoke of trade-offs, where one cannot thrive in everything. Yeah. So she speaks of, she hires the best of the best in her company, and she, with her children, she does not raise her children. Okay, she raised them, she mothers them, but she has people who help her take care of her children while she focuses on other things. And being a wife, she's like, that comes easy because she also works with her husband, so it makes it a bit easier. So she spoke of trade-offs. So one of the things that she had to give over was letting somebody to raise, not basically raise, because not to mother. She still spends time with the children, but she does not do school work. She does not know.
She outsources.
She outsourced, basically, that's the right word. So I wanted to, so I'm curious to find out from another
what do
mother.
I do?
What do you do?
Okay.
Because one cannot have it all.
You know, and whenever you come to the realization that you cannot be everything for everybody, it's such a liberating feeling.
Yes.
So with me, I try to do what I can do. I don't exceed my capacity. Like, my dishes will be in the sink, and if I want to nap, I will go take a nap. So what I basically do is, every single day, Monday to Friday, I wake up, I do make the kids lunch boxes, I prepare them for school, I drop them off at school. I outsource the lunchtime pickups for one of them to take him to aftercare, and the one stays at school the whole day.
Yeah.
So that I don't get into my car at my lunch break and drive around picking up kids.
Yeah.
So lunchtime, I would have my lunch box and sit at the office, enjoy my lunch. If I am not working, if I don't have like a deadline, or other than that, I will have a Zoom meeting where I talk with whoever about life and having a Toastmasters meeting sometimes, or just listening to my worship music and taking my lunch nap. So I think it's so important to outsource. I don't really have like somebody that comes in every day to help me with cleaning. I want to do that, but because I've had really bad experiences with nannies, I've let go of that. But now I need to get somebody to at least come help me with the house. So I get in a girl that comes in like every second week. I wash, I fold, she comes in, irons and all that. So I think it's an individual thing.
Yes, 100%. And that's what she, in the book, sorry to cut you, and I keep going back to her because I think it's because it's a book that I'm currently reading, so it's so fresh in my mind. That's what she said. She spoke of outsourcing. That's the word that she even used. I just forgot. So even as me, as somebody who's, I know, and I've come to an understanding that I can't do everything. So I try, not that I don't spend time with my child, or because I have somebody who helps me with the child full time. So and then because I've got other things, I've got life, there's a lot of things, social life as well, and no shade or no way we are saying people who do that we are better than them or anything. It's just like you said,
for you,
it's an individual.
Yes,
it's an individual thing. So thank you for touching on that as well. I'm just like, because of the book that I'm reading, I'm like,
it's very hard. It's very hard, and even with outsourcing, there comes times where you just feel
100%
that
overwhelmed.
Yes,
You're just like,
I cannot.
And I just shut down.
And with my husband, sometimes it's also good if your partner is hands-on. So my husband, we know weaknesses, strengths,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So my husband and kids, there's certain things that he can do.
Yeah.
He'll take little one to soccer practice and sit there for 1 hour while if I have to do it, I'll be thinking about the work that I could do in that hour. So he does that. So he does other things. So we just try and
help each
yeah,
other
help
out
each
and
other
just
out.
hands-on, like you said.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
How's wedding planning like for you?
Stressful, very stressful, because in my family setup, on my on my parental side, yeah,
It's
on my
always the
parental
family.
setup, it was like the first, not the first wedding happening, but with my mom, it was the first child getting married.
Okay.
So she wanted everything to be perfect, and yeah, and then comes this uncle and says this and this guy. So it was very stressful, and all I can say is, if you want to get married, just do what works for you. Because at the end of the day, those elders will also not be there to come and help you up pick up the pieces. Yes.
It's always the family.
It's always the family. But yeah, the wedding planning was, we at least we had the funds, because we saved. So there wasn't really financial stress or anything. But I think we also overdid with some things that we could have saved on.
What's the one thing, fun memory on your wedding day?
The fun memory on my wedding day. It went by so fast.
It does.
It went by so quickly.
Did you dance a lot?
I danced a lot.
Did you specifically
I
dance?
specifically,
Okay.
because I love dancing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I specifically, my husband doesn't really do dancing. Yeah, so
Because you find many couples, they don't really dance that
No,
much,
I
and I find it so sad because
No,
it's
I
your
danced.
day.
I danced, and I even didn't wanted the DJ to stop. No, I really.
Was it here in
It was in
Stockholm?
Stockholm, yeah.
Ah, okay.
In Stockholm. Yeah.
I love the fact that you were dancing.
No,
dancing.
I danced, and I made sure that I put my palms in because I knew I was going to dance. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Looking back at your life, what's the one thing you would love to do differently?
If there's one thing that I would love to do differently, is definitely, children are a blessing. Marriage, not everybody gets it. Having a good paying job, or like a 8 to 5 job where your environment is healthy,
Yeah.
that is not even something that you can, gamble on.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing that I would love to do differently, is to travel, because I don't really travel
Really?
outside the country. I think, I've never been in SA, for instance. So I would love to travel, but like I said, kids are growing up now.
Yeah.
So
to give you more time to do things
yes,
that you
people are even saying, but you look different. Yes, because I'm looking after myself now. I'm not looking just after babies all the time. I'm now looking after myself. So I'm planning on having more opportunities where I can travel, and also create those opportunities for myself.
Because I've noticed you have to create them, because if you don't, you're just gonna, the year would go by. You're like,
yes, you need to come up with that planning, almost a bucket list. Yeah.
yeah, one could have a bucket
But
list,
just
like
like
a
a
yearly
year.
bucket
Yes.
list, where you're like, you know what,
Of
this year
course.
I should do this,
Yes.
Being a boy mom, what is it like being a boy mom? You don't have girls, right?
No.
How does it even look like raising a boy child?
It's I because I don't know how it feels like raising a girl. I would say it's not really that difficult. It also depends on the individual that you are raising, because all my 3 boys are different. Very different. Very, very different.
What's the one thing you would want for them, like as a boy child? Perhaps I should ask like that.
Like I said, because I never had the opportunity
To
while
raise.
growing up, where my parents or the elders that groomed me while growing up, I never had the opportunity where somebody would ask me, what do you want to become one day? I had that question at school and wherever, but it never came from the home place.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not groomed like that while growing up.
I wanted to say you never had it personally for you.
Yes.
Yes, as a group in a
Yes,
class,
in a
but
class.
not you
Yes.
individually.
Yes. So how I want my boys to grow up is to do what they love. I shouldn't tell them that you must not go to university XYZ.
And do what course.
Yes. I shouldn't tell them that no, I see you are good in soccer, you must play soccer. Yeah. I want them to do the things. I didn't have the opportunity with the elder one, but now I'm giving him that space. For the longest time I've had you in good schools. You must start working so you can pay me my money back because you didn't even go to university. You are now making music, and he's talented. He is very talented, but his talent will not thrive in Namibia. He's like a hardcore rapper. Yeah, he comes up with his own lyrics. He comes up with his own beats and stuff. So.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Since you didn't go to university, did you feel the pressure of him also not wanting to go to university? Or was it a thing of...
Because at grade 11 he said he's done with school.
Okay.
So I knew.
Okay, you knew.
Yeah, I knew.
But how did that make you feel? Because you yourself didn't go to university.
It made me realize that this is who we are.
Okay.
This is maybe also coming from me, and this is maybe because I never felt the pressure of going to
back to school.
Yes,
Okay.
I take my hat off. I really take my hat off. I'm really proud. I work with amazing individuals that studied, that are smart, but that path is not for all of us. It is not for all of us, and I was never in that position where I felt that I need to go to university because I want to have that degree so bad. I'm not there.
Yet, okay.
Yes.
Or maybe it's just not there.
Yeah, maybe it's not for me.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time that I did, because I dropped out of school in my matric year. I didn't finish my matric.
Okay.
And then I went to do mature age entry test at Polytechnic. The first time I failed the mathematics test. The second time I passed the test. At that time, I signed up for a short course in sales and marketing through UNISA, and I was busy with that short course. So I said, Polytech, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
Okay.
I know it doesn't sound ambitious, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah, because there are people who are street smart. There are people who never went to university, but they made it. There are people who dropped out of university but are doing so well as well. There are people who never stepped their foot in university
But they
are thriving.
Yes. So, but at some point in time, there's always this thing that you need to go to school. You need to go to school. Like, what pressure is that?
The reason why I asked, I thought maybe it would make you feel some type of way because you didn't go to university. So you probably be like, oh, it's a case, or
No.
my family don't go to university.
No.
I don't know if the others went or.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying.
It never crossed your mind.
No, I never felt about it that way.
Okay.
And for me, I understand there's always this generational curse to break, because our foreparents and our parents didn't do that. We must do it.
Yeah.
What I am doing now is the generational curse.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Love that. My second last question. If you were to have dinner with any person in this world, who would it be and why?
Oh my goodness. Only one person.
Yes, only one person. Or if there are a couple, there could be two.
At this point in time, I'm gonna mention two people.
Okay.
They are, one is from, I'm not going to be so unfair and go over the borders.
Okay.
Our First Lady, Monica Kingos.
Former
Former First Lady. Sorry, our former First Lady. Monica Kingos. Because she, when she speaks, she just speaks life. I've never ever felt, when I've listened to her speeches, that she is downgrading, or she is, she just speaks positivity and life. The second person is in South Africa, and the person that drew me to YouTube, Pomi Letwaba. I started watching, when I started watching YouTube videos, her channel was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love her.
Why? Both. Why? Okay, I think you mentioned the one of Miss Kingos.
Yeah. former First Lady because she is that person.
Yeah.
But I could relate to Mpumi.
Mpumi.
Yeah, I so relate to her story. I so relate to her, to that time in her life when she had her postpartum depression and she didn't know what to do. She was trying so many things, and then this wisdom and wellness thing came up, and she found her purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best advice you've ever received?
From outsiders,
Best advice generally you've ever received?
I think the best advice that I've ever received was from myself, because I think I have always been the person that was doubting myself, and of lately I speak to myself, I affirm myself, and I tell myself that there is nothing wrong with me, that I'm capable of so much, that I'm beautiful, that I do not have to wait for outside validation to do anything that I want to do. So I think it starts with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, if you are not okay with yourself, advice from anybody else will not matter.
True. True. I know what I'm about to say won't really matter because you already do tell it to yourself, but you are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are a beautiful woman. And getting to just having this conversation with you could tell the person that who you are. You sounded or you look like somebody who is healed.
Yeah.
And coming from a place of being held, I mean, you have beautiful, authentic conversations, not only conversations, but relationships. Your work ethic, everything changes when you are healed.
Yes.
It doesn't come from a place of, oh no, I didn't go to university, oh I'm from Mondesa, oh I fell pregnant when I was in school.
Yes.
It's not even coming from there.
You know what, Name? It's actually heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking, and it's very personal. And I don't want to mention it here, but it's sad to see that people that grow up in the same household, they grow up under the same guidance.
Roof, yeah, every
Yes.
parents,
Yes.
everything, yeah.
It's sad to see how the other person just goes that way.
Yeah.
And it looks as if I have a lot of courage, but I don't. I tell myself I need to fight,
Yeah.
because if I don't fight for myself, who will fight for me?
True.
So I'm not shaming, or I'm not saying that I'm better than others, but we need to try. We need to try, and it's really a sad case to see that people that grow up together and one person just goes that way, and this person wants to help, but the person is just, you know. And I always say that you can only help a person who wants to be helped. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you go that way and I come and you come, we help each other.
True.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me and just openly sharing your journey. It's not easy sharing your journey to a complete stranger and to the Purpose and Glow community, but we are thankful, and I'm sure that the listeners and the viewers could learn or just pick up a thing or two to add value into their lives and just help them also start with their journey. Yesterday I posted something on Instagram. It says that forgiveness changes everything.
It does. It does. And that is why I'm so fixated on that song that I spoke about earlier, because it will put you in a position where you will release forgiveness.
True.
Because I mean, you realize that, you know, when you are growing up, you think you are the who, I'm not gonna speak to her, I don't care about her. But when you go sit down and you have to carry that every day with you. I'm not speaking to her. No, we cannot be doing that. We cannot be carrying those things anymore.
I think it also just drains
you.
It just drags you down.
Yes.
And there's a lot of things. And also, I've seen a lot of people where they've been sick all their life until that moment they're like, you know what, I forgive this person.
Then
it just
changes everything.
It changes everything. Even the eyes, they start to lighten up. Their body, I don't know, there's something. I know it's spiritual.
Yeah.
So when you forgive, you are releasing yourself.
Yes.
It's not about the other
It's
person.
not about the other person.
It's you. And also the Lord Jesus Christ said that He'll forgive. We have to forgive in order for us to be forgiven.
Yes.
So we cannot expect
Yes.
forgiveness from God if we
Yes.
don't forgive ourselves.
And the thing is always, but when the next party doesn't want to come to or want to agree with your forgiveness, forgive. Ask the Lord, plead the forgiveness to your God. Yeah. And set yourself free.
And it's about you. It's not about, oh, Selma doesn't want to forgive me, or Mbuta doesn't want to forgive me. It's about you, basically, at the end of the day.
About you at the end of the day.
So, thank you so much once again. I'm happy, I'm thankful we had this conversation.
I feel the same.
And I am sure the listeners and the viewers will pick a thing or two, or even the whole conversation, basically. So, thank you so much for watching and listening to the Purpose and Glow podcast. And if there's something that resonated with you, please comment in the section below, because this topic of purpose, this topic is way deeper than we think, and we might casually have a conversation here, but for somebody else it would mean everything else. So without further ado, I would like to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video as well with your friends and family. My name is Pamela Nangobe, your host. Until next week, Tuesday, stay in purpose and keep glowing. Bye-bye.